In the words of the late George Carlin, BS is the glue that binds us together as a nation. Here comes a ton of it. It's time for BSing with Big Nate.
King That was Ashes to Omens with their newest single, War Cry, dropped yesterday. And, well, I mean, you know the skinny by now. This is BS with Big Name. We play the track. We talk to the artist. I am joined today by James and Chris of Ashes to Omens. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us, brother.
Glad to be here.
All right. So first and foremost, I want to talk about that track, and then we'll go back in history and talk a little bit about Ashes to Omens. You guys have done a great job talking about the track on your Facebook and what it's about, but I want to get that message out there. What's the overall, what are you trying to accomplish with this song?
I think probably more than anything is we want to be able to raise awareness to the people that deal with depression, anxiety, other mental health issues, PTSD of any kind. This past month was Suicide Awareness Month. So we felt like this was a great time to release this song and really raise awareness to that, especially during the times that we're going through. You know, people that suffer, from those types of mental disorders are getting hit the hardest right now. So I think this song really resonates with that group of people, and we wanted it to be able to speak to those people and let them know that no matter what they're going through, they're not alone, that people are there to, support them and help them get through that.
And I think that's a really important message, and the timing's super prevalent, super important. Was this song written during the time frame of like everything going on this year, or is this something you kind of had up the sleeve waiting for the right time?
No, we actually had already written it, and with those themes in mind, and we've actually played it. Chris, do you recall when exactly we wrote it?
We've had it written for about a year now, a little over a year, because we worked on this song, before our lineup changes back in November. So it's been probably about a year and 3 months, maybe I'd say. This song's
Yeah,
been written.
yeah.
It's
So yeah,
evolved over
we've
time,
planned
but
it for a while.
I think the timing's super appropriate. I kind of had the impression that it was something that you had up your sleeve, but I mean, like you said, last month, Suicide Awareness Month, and 2020 has just been a huge, like everyone's aware of COVID-19, but no one thinks of the lasting ancillary effects of something like this. So I think it's crucial that something like this came out. I want to, well, first, before we go on, where can they get War Cry?
You can get that song anywhere that you get music. It's on Spotify, iTunes. It's on Deezer, Tidal, Amazon. They can stream it there. They can get it, on YouTube. We also sell, download copies, equally on, Apple Music and on Reverb Nation. So you can get it literally anywhere that music is sold or streamed.
There you go. Go ahead and pick it up today. It's a really killer track with an important message. I want to step away from that now for just a moment, and let's talk about Ashes to Omens as a unit. How did this all get started, and how did we end up where we are today?
Back in 2017, I had met a couple of guitarists and had decided to get back into making music. A bunch of us had already been in bands previously. So it really wasn't that hard to find, the group of guys that it made the most sense, to bring together. So we all got together in 2017, June, July 2017, and just kind of went from there. We got together really quickly, put our first album out, put our first single and video out, and it resonated really well locally, and everything just kind of launched off from there. And so now we're working on our second album.
Excellent. I mean, man, you're segueing right into my my next statement here. Obviously, where I was going to go from there is what's on the horizon. We've looked at the past and looking forward to the future. Working on your second album, but also you got something coming up on the 18th of this month. You want to talk about that for a hot minute?
Chris, you want to take that?
Yeah, we're gonna we're planning to do a live stream show with COVID shutting everything down. It's about the only way you can reach your fans is to do live stream shows and release singles and everything. And we want to stay relevant and stay in people's minds. So, October 18th, 7 p.m. I think is 7. I think it's 7
6
p.m.
p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. 6 p.m. Yeah, October 18th, 6 p.m. We'll be live streaming a small little concert.
Now, is that something you guys put together yourselves? Because I've talked to a couple of artists so far who have done that thing, and they're like, yeah, we really didn't do a whole bunch of anything. We were lucky enough to. But it seems from the impression I got that you guys are kind of grassroots doing this yourselves. Is that true?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, pretty much everything that we do ourselves. Or we look for, connections in the music industry, like publicists and PR groups and those kind of people to really get our message out there. But everything we do at its foundation, we put it out as a band. We work on it ourselves and find the best plan for it, discuss it, and then try to execute it ourselves. And we've never really did a live stream concert before. It's always been through traveling, playing venues and things like that. We did one or two songs, that we did a Facebook Live, a few months back. And then once 1 year ago, we did an acoustic live session. So this is like brand new territory for us. We're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm excited to catch that. I mean, I was talking to someone yesterday, and the last show I saw in person was Slayer Primus Ministry, and that's all well and good, but like I'm dying for live music. And then the one silver lining out of this, the coronavirus that I've really found is bands are getting more innovative and kind of taking things in their own hands. It's kind of a good way to kind of take the power back to a certain degree, because you can do these things like these live streams. So I'm super stoked that you guys are getting on that. That's the 18th of October. What else do we have on the horizon?
Chris, I mean, we talked about this a lot last night. Me and Chris did, but we have, because of this song, we have got a ton of interviews that's been lined up that we're having to do. We're in the midst of finishing up an official lyric video that should be released in the next week. In addition, to the single that got released as well. So we got the official lyric video coming out. Then we've got tons of interviews that we've got slated for radio stations, webzines, magazines, blogs, things like that. And then ultimately, hopefully by the, beginning of next year, having the new album ready to go.
Excellent.
Get back in the studio.
Yeah. What's the, I mean, you said you've been working on stuff. What's the writing process like now with everything kind of being the way it is?
Well, I'm talking about the writing process for the band, how we write songs.
Yeah. Has that shifted COVID at all, or are you guys kind of still the same? Just
it's kind of still the same. I mean, can't, a lot of times it's harder to practice during the pandemic. It's harder to write, but it also gives us more opportunity to write during this pandemic, because we're not focusing on playing live shows and having to go out of town, everything like that. So it gives us more of an opportunity to write and improve on songs that are already written that we have a basis for. So in a strange way, the pandemic kind of helped the writing process. It gives us more freedom to write, and it gives us more things to write about, dealing with, mental health awareness and everything, and the pandemic and how people handle it and all that. So it really actually kind of helped the writing process on that end, and it gave us more time to write instead of having to worry about playing shows.
I mean, that's kind of my feeling on it. It's all about how you spin it and look at it. And I think you guys are doing great things. There's a lot to look forward to. Where can they find you online? Of course, like I've probably mentioned several times, you guys are definitely on Facebook, but where else should they be interacting with you at?
Sure. Yeah, man. So they need to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. We post typically more on Twitter and Instagram as well than we have been on Facebook. We're definitely active on Facebook as well, though. You can follow us there. You can go to our website, sign up for our email list. So go to our website, ashestooomens.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram's the main 3-4 places to catch us.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah, that too. Okay. Good job, Chris. I forgot about that one.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so very much. I've been chatting with James and Chris from Ashes to Omens. Their new single, War Cry, out now. Pick it up, give it some love, and get yourself ready for October the 18th. I'll go ahead and, of course, post this with a link to the event. I mean, it's live music. It's not in your face, but it's something to look forward to. Gentlemen, thank you so very much.
Thanks a bunch,
Thank
man.
you.